Okay, let's put it this way.
Put it any way you like.
You've been giving us evils as you walk past our van. You've got into boots.
Yeah.
You're feeling about with a lot of stuff and coming out again.
I don't know what you're talking about evils.
Why are you being so cagey?
Am I obliged to answer your questions?
The fact is, you're very cagey right from the start, mate. And listen, the fact that
don't give me a police nonsense.
All right,
cagey.
okay.
What grounds can I?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Yeah. What power and authority are you acting under at this time?
I'm going to search you on the Section 1 of PACE.
What are your grounds? Hold on.
I've told you, listen to me.
On what grounds?
Okay, listen.
You tell me what grounds.
Okay. If you tell me what grounds. Listen to me.
I'm listening.
All right, I'm going to search you.
You are
on the
depriving me of my liberty and freedom. Article 5 of the European Convention of Human Rights.
We're going to handcuff you for a minute.
For what reason? Right. Hey, what grounds?
Give me a second.
What grounds?
Just give us a second.
I want grounds.
Listen, we'll explain all that in a second. So at this moment in time...
Hey,
listen,
relax.
Listen, you relax. You
relax.
Sir, just listen to me,
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. So at this moment, you've been detained for the purpose of search.
On what grounds?
And that's what we're going to explain. If you give me a chance, I'll explain it. So
you should have explained it before you did this.
In this episode, Alan Norman is simply leaving a shop when events take a sudden and startling turn. Officers rush in, block his way, and accuse him of giving them a hostile look. That flimsy claim escalates quickly into an unfounded allegation of shoplifting. Without producing any real evidence, they conduct a search under Section 1 of PACE. But Alan refuses to be intimidated. With support from CrimeBodge, who takes up his case, he eventually secures a substantial payout from the City of London Police. It's a clear legal win, but the story doesn't end there. What happens next delivers an emotional punch that turns this case into one of the most impactful we've ever covered.
Okay, just bear with us, because we want to explain that to you.
Right.
So let my colleague explain what he needs to explain.
Okay.
However, it's really important that you don't interrupt him and let him finish.
I'm going to let him finish.
But one thing I just want to add is at this moment in time, you're obviously detained. Well, explain why you're detained.
You should have done that before. No.
Human
rights, it's very clear.
Can I explain something to you? We're entitled and able to say you are detained for the purpose of search.
Under what
which is
grounds?
what we've done, and that's what we're about to explain.
Okay, tell me.
Okay.
Don't use any cagey nonsense.
I'm not going to say cagey. I will remind you. Be quiet for a minute. I'll explain it. And obviously, we've used force temporarily due to your demeanour. And you've got handcuffs on you. Okay. Until the search is completed,
right? Well, I don't
consent. You're free to leave.
I do not consent.
Okay, I appreciate that.
To any searches or seizures.
Doesn't matter about consent.
Oh, it does. Because you have no grounds here.
Unfortunately, you don't have to. Okay. Right.
Thank you.
My colleagues will explain everything.
Right. Are you filming this?
Yes.
Right. Well, I'll be doing an accessory.
I completely understand, and you're entitled to do that.
I will do that.
Detaining and searching someone simply because they supposedly gave evils or looked a certain way is an alarmingly weak basis for police action. It doesn't meet the threshold for reasonable grounds under any legal standard. It's just personal opinion dressed up as suspicion. If that's all it takes, then anyone walking down the street with a neutral or annoyed expression becomes a target, and that's not legitimate policing, that's profiling. The situation worsens when Alan exercises his legal right to ask for the grounds of the search, only to be told by the officers that they'll explain in a moment. That's not just unprofessional, it's a direct breach of the PACE Code of Practice, which requires officers to state their grounds before the search begins. Skipping or delaying that step removes one of the few protections the public has against arbitrary or unjustified searches.
Colleagues will explain everything you need to know.
Okay, explain it.
All right.
Right, explain it.
So, we've seen you come past the van, as I said.
Right, thank you. I'm coming down the road, minding my business.
Yeah, listen, let me explain. Yeah. Giving us evils, you're going to the shop.
What's evils, anyway?
Right, listen.
Can you go to the CPS with I was giving him evils?
You can, actually.
Can you?
Yeah.
And what would that amount to?
Do you want to let me explain the grounds, then?
Carry on.
Okay. You go into the shop, you see him fiddling around.
Fiddling around?
Yeah.
I went in there for to do my business.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you from my point of view, fella.
I don't want your point of view, unless it adds up to
my
grounds.
point of view is very, very
important. Give you the
important.
authority to detain me.
Yeah. Can I explain something? Okay.
You seem to be the sensible one here.
We're both very sensible.
Okay.
My colleague is
you don't need to told me.
Right?
You don't need to do that.
So first of all, do you mind if I grab a first name from you?
Like I said, I won't be providing any details.
Right.
There is no search outside Schedule 7 of the Terrorism Act that gives me the authority, or you the authority, to ask me
Listen, you're asking a lot of questions. I'm trying my best to answer them.
Okay.
After placing Alan in handcuffs, the officer tries to justify it by pointing to his demeanour. But that's not a lawful reason. It's a personal judgment, not a legal standard. Alan wasn't resisting or acting violently. He was simply speaking up because his rights were being ignored. Defending yourself during an unlawful stop doesn't make you a threat, it makes you informed. The troubling part is how frustration was mistaken for aggression, leading to force being used when it wasn't warranted.
If we reasonably suspect somebody is committing an offence or
on
anything
what
in relation
grounds,
to certain
reasonable grounds.
So as my colleague trying to explain to you, we have detained for the purpose of search. The grounds are in which, when you've walked down this road, you have been eyeballing our vehicle, you've been staring at us, and in our opinion, you seem to be paying a lot of attention to police.
Sir, your opinion doesn't...
when you've
can you send your opinion
like I said,
to the CPS?
When you've gone into the shop, again, you've appeared to be very... You're sort of wandering around, and almost as if you're potentially up to no good.
I was putting this on,
and that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I'm talking about our perception, okay?
Right.
So that's one of the grounds why we've stopped you.
You don't have grounds.
You've come out after looking slightly suspicious, and we've perhaps thought, are you shoplifting? We're not sure.
Feelings and thoughts.
Again, our suspicions are up here. We've come and spoke to you. You've been very anti-police. You're not willing to engage.
No, what I've done is I've exercised my absolute right.
You don't want to give any names.
My absolute right. I am not obliged to give you any details under any search power outside Schedule 7 of the Terrorism Act.
Quite simply to see if you've got anything on you that might be to do with shoplifting,
so we've got feelings,
stealing,
and just let's have a look.
With you to commit an offence.
From the start, Alan made it clear he wasn't giving his details, a right is entitled to when no legal grounds exist. Yet the officer circled back and asked again, as if the refusal never happened. This isn't just repetitive, it's pressure. Repeating a demand during an unlawful stop is a tactic to wear someone down. Whether the officer ignored Alan's answer or simply didn't listen, both show a troubling disregard for rights and professionalism.
So this is PT 360
listen, so you don't have to hold that hard. You don't have to do it.
Because of your mannerism.
Just relax.
I'm relaxed.
My mannerism. This is an unlawful detention by a Section 5 of the Human Rights Act.
Of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act.
You've got no grounds. You have no grounds.
But you're trying to argue,
gave me your feelings.
We're going to reiterate you're detained. Alright?
You gave me your feelings, that's all.
Can I speak to one of you a minute?
You gave me your feelings and that was all. Who's the OIC here? Wait, are you the OIC? Are you the OIC here?
Can you hold that?
Sergeant, thank you. Maybe get some reason here. Sir, I'm being detained without grounds. And I'm being searched without grounds. Except his feelings and his thoughts. And via the Human Rights Act, Section 5, this is an unlawful detention.
Have the officers given you the details of why?
They gave me their grounds. He gave me his feelings and he gave me his thoughts. I didn't give any grounds.
We have given grounds.
He gave me his feelings.
Listen, I'm going to do you a little favour. It's all on body worn anyway.
Right, good. I'll be getting that access information request.
Listen, maybe if you ask the officer to repeat them, he'll repeat them for you.
Okay, well let's have it in. Can you repeat it before you carry on?
Can I put this back in your pocket first? Because,
sir, I am being detained unlawfully. My human right is being contravened here. Section 5. Not section, Article 5.
Article 5, yeah.
Yeah, okay, Article.
I understand all of what you're saying, but let the officer explain again.
Okay, are you listening?
I'm listening.
Sergeant, because I'm relying on you to be impartial here.
I'm listening.
Right, fine. Can you give me your...
Can I put these back in your pocket first?
You can do. It's up to you.
Right.
Okay, lady, you can relax, okay? You can relax. I'm not running anywhere. I'm an old fart. There's about how many of you? You can relax. You can relax.
I am relaxed.
No, you are not. Anyone filming this?
We're filming it, don't worry.
Search. I didn't hear the grounds.
No, can you give him the grounds?
I have said.
He hasn't got on.
Are you going to listen to me?
While you're shouting at me, I can't hear a thing. So maybe let him repeat his grounds.
What? Can you repeat them?
Yes. We see
let him say the whole thing and don't interfere.
I'll say nothing.
Okay. You're not listening, are you? You're talking
right,
to me.
Okay, all right, okay.
You've appeared to be concealing yourself in the shop whilst you appear to be filling about with things, okay? We've come over to have a chat with you and straight away you've been very, very anti, trying to get a word in, not letting us get a word in edgeways. You're extremely nervous, your breathing rate's up there, okay? We think we've got something to hide.
Right.
Okay, we suspect you might have been involved in something in the shop and therefore we're searching on the Section 1 page for any stolen items.
Right,
okay?
The officer claimed Alan's fidgeting in the shop suggested shoplifting, but Alan instantly explained he was just putting on his mask. In a time when mask wearing is normal, that should have ended any suspicion. Instead, the officer clung to perception over facts, twisting a harmless act into a criminal assumption.
I was fiddling around in the shop, and I am nervous. I am neither excitable nor am I highly strung. There is no grounds here at all, none.
Can I take his cuffs off now?
You can do.
Okay.
You should have taken them off 5 minutes ago.
Well, not while you're behaving the way you are.
Listen, sir, I am being denied my liberty and freedom, my right to locomotion, because this lot have had a little feeling in their tummy that something went on. for the record, I will not be providing any details.
Okay, well, you haven't got to. No one's asked you to.
Oh, well, he did, and he did.
They've asked you for them, and you've refused them, and that's fine.
Well, why would they ask me when it's going to say on your ticket that you're going to give me that I'm not obliged to?
Well, we can't give you anything because we don't know who to give it to.
You just searched me. You just detained me. I want a slip.
Listen. Bishopsgate Police Station, which is where we're from. You can go to Bishopsgate Police Station. There will be a record made of it. However, we can't. You're not giving us any details, so we can't send you anything, can we?
No, sir. It says on the slip. I'm not obliged to provide any details.
Not. But if you want us to give you some details of it, we can't give them to you. We can't do it right now.
Right.
Listen. So you can come to the police station, give us a day or so to get them all on the system, then you can come and collect a copy. Sure. You can say the date, time, place,
right.
Constable Minnerby.
Right, I've got his number, and you. And you. I've got it, don't worry, I've got a photographic memory. And you.
So, I'm telling you, Bishopsgate Police Station, my colleague will give you the address.
I'm taking your details, you're the OIC here.
Well, I'm the sergeant, I'm not OIC. I've not had anything to do with this search as such, because I wasn't here for when the grounds were given. It's repeated. I've come over because you seem quite insightful, and I just wanted
so let's not, let's not start splitting hairs with terms. I know them.
You're not going to
I pay close attention to all your codes of practice. I know.
Good, okay, well, you haven't repeated any of them yet. So
haven't I? Well, what one do you want to know? Section 1? Yeah. Stolen or prohibited articles. 1984, revised in 2015, but you have to have grounds. You have to have known.
The officer gave you
grounds. He gave me his feelings. And he gave me grounds.
What are grounds based on?
Facts, information, intelligence.
What he has seen.
It's not what he's seen.
What did you see?
Well, what did he see?
I told you what I saw.
Oh, you're talking nonsense. All right, listen, am I being detained?
No, you can.
I'm free to go.
See you later.
Thank you, I've been detained. Excuse me, please. Right, no nonsense.
All right, okay, well, again, this is a bit...
Yeah, thank you anyway.
Just confirm nothing's actually been taken since before, no?
It's all right. Information access request. I'll be taking civil action against you and you.
All right.
When the sergeant asked for the grounds, the officer quietly dropped the "he was giving us evils" claim, because even he knew how ridiculous it sounded. Suddenly, the story shifted to fidgeting and rapid breathing. But an elevated heart rate when you're unjustly detained isn't suspicious, it's human. Dropping one excuse and inventing another shows the officer was never confident in his reasoning. It was a flimsy grab for authority, now hastily rewritten to save face. Alan Norman's ordeal began with one of the weakest excuses for police action you'll ever hear. An officer claimed he was giving evils. When a sergeant stepped in and asked for the grounds to be repeated, that excuse quietly vanished. Instead, the officer leaned on flimsy behavioral claims, fidgeting, walking quickly, rapid breathing, things any innocent person might do when suddenly confronted by police. Alan, knowing his rights, calmly asked for lawful grounds, but none were given. Instead, he was handcuffed and humiliated in public, a baseless stop and search dressed up with shifting justifications. Alan refused to back down. He challenged the officer's actions and took his fight to the City of London police. They eventually admitted the truth. The stop and search was not objectively reasonable, offering an unreserved apology and awarding him £8,500 in compensation. But before receiving it, Alan tragically passed away from a heart attack. His case wasn't about money, it was about principle. He stood his ground against abuse of power and proved the officers were wrong. His story remains a reminder that dignity, persistence, and a demand for accountability can expose injustice, even if the victory comes too late. Rest in peace, Alan, your stand matters, and your voice won't be forgotten. Also, don't forget to check out Crime.